Curtis & Son Funeral Home presents a look at obituaries this morning. Mrs. Glenda Ivy, age 90, of Sylacauga, died yesterday, Monday, at her residence. Funeral service will be held Wednesday at 11 a.m. from Curtis & Son North. I'll be officiating that service with burial in the Marble City Cemetery. Visitation tonight at the North Chapel from 5 until 8 p.m. Mrs. Ivy was a graduate of Sylacauga High School and Stevens College for Girls and attended the University of Alabama. She was an election poll worker in Sylacauga for over 70 years. She was also the owner and operator of the Rocket Roller Rink, Sylacauga Lanes, and the 11th Frame Club. She was an avid bowler well into her 80s. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Harris Donald Don Saunders, age 83, of Sylacauga, died on Monday at Select Specialty Hospital in Birmingham. He was a graduate of Sylacauga High School, 1952, enlisted in the Navy. After his naval service, he completed his undergraduate degree at Jacksonville State University and began a civilian career with the U.S. government as a cartographer with the Aeronautical Chart and Information Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Visitation for Mr. Saunders will be Thursday at noon until 2 o'clock at Radley Smith Funeral Home. Memorial service will follow at 2 in the chapel with Brother David Vick officiating. Interment in the National Cemetery in Montevallo at a later date. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleysmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Edna McDaniel, age 75, of Sylacauga, is Wednesday at noon from the chapel of Radley Smith with Brother Tony McGrady officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mrs. McDaniel died May 12th at Shelby Baptist Medical Center in Alabaster. Visitation Wednesday 10 until noon at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Visitation for Jamie Hardy, age 50, of Sylacauga, will be Wednesday from 5 until 8 at Radley Smith. Mr. Hardy died Monday, May 14th at Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. In lieu of flowers, a family asset contribution be sent to the Ribbons of Hope Foundation, Inc. Any donations you'd like to make would be greatly appreciated and go directly to help patients battling cancer. You can mail your donations to Ribbons of Hope Foundation, 800 Shelton Shores Drive, Talladega, Alabama, 35160. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. And graveside service for Vernita Jackson, age 85, of Leeds, will be Wednesday at 10 from Talladega Springs Baptist Church Cemetery with Dr. Tim Cox officiating. Mrs. Jackson died May 10th at Aspire Physical Recovery Center at Cahaba River. She was a member of the Liberty Baptist Church. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleysmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Clinton Edwin Salter, age 79, of Alexander City, is today at 11 a.m. from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City. The Reverend Mike Jones will officiate burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. Mr. Salter died May the 11th at East Alabama Medical Center. He was a member of the Ray Baptist Church in Alexander City. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com, Radley Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Betty Leonard of Goodwater is today at 2 from Paradise Mission Full Gospel Church in Sylacauga with interment in the church cemetery. Wright's Funeral Home, directing. And funeral service for Mr. Billy J. Ralph Sr., age 60. That service Thursday at 11 a.m. from Ursery Funeral Home in Pell City with the Reverend Ronnie Ralph and the Reverend Willard Ralph officiating. Interment in the Uleton Methodist Cemetery. The family receiving friends Wednesday evening 6 until 8 at the funeral home. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com, Ursery Funeral Home, Pell City, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Fred G. Cooper, age 77, will be held 10 o'clock Wednesday at Wright's Funeral Home Chapel with the Reverend Dr. Albert Pike officiating. Burial in the Second Baptist Church Cemetery in Wagufka. The family receiving friends tonight, 6 till 8 at Wright's Funeral Home. Mr. Cooper died Saturday, May 12th at his residence. Wright's Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing that service. And graveside service for Mr. William Edward Penton Sr., age 87, of Alexander City, is today at 4:30 from Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends 1:30 till 4 o'clock today at the funeral home. Mr. Penton died Saturday, May 12th at his residence. He was a member of the Wayside Baptist Church. He owned and operated Ed Penton Construction. The family will accept flowers or memorial contributions may be made to the Children's Harbor, 1 Hour Children's Highway, Alexander City, Alabama 35010, or the Wayside Baptist Church at 21 Wayside Circle, Alexander City 35010. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at raddyfuneralhome.com. Raddy Funeral Home in Alexander City, announcing the arrangements. That's a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.